I was watching YouTube the other day, and a young woman, about 24, 23 years of age, she was talking about just getting over this new virus which has come out in 2022. And she was explaining what she went through. I remember her saying it lasted 3 days, and she was in bed, and when she got it, she was very weak, had a headache, and when she got out of bed, she felt dizzy and had to sit back down again. And she said it was awful. And I felt that she was really playing up to the cameras, because everything that she said, I and other children suffered as children. When we used to get ill, we used to normally spend 3 days in bed, feeling weak and having headaches and a temperature, etc. And even when we get out of bed, getting a bit dizzy. So there's nothing new about it, but she was trying to say that this was so awful, as if she'd just been in a car crash and lost an arm or something, or was going to die, or was dying of cancer. It was just a normal illness she's talking about. But I'm sure most of you were fooled by that short video of hers. I see a lot of nonsense like that. It's all propaganda. And the interesting thing is, people are fooled by propaganda. They used it in the war. The Nazis used it against the Jews. And within a short time, people hated the Jews and wanted to kill them, and didn't mind when they got beaten up on the streets or even killed on the streets. And then, of course, England used propaganda against the Nazis. Everyone uses it. And yet, time and time again, people are fooled by it. But I'm not. I know it's a load of crap. So I just want to tell you all now, don't be fooled by this or any other video. You know, it's funny how these videos just keep coming up. I don't look for them. I don't put anything like that in the search engine, but they just come up. It's because the government's behind it. It's there to fool everyone. So don't be fooled. You know, I'm saying all these things now, which you could say is contrary to what the government's saying. But soon I won't be able to say it. They are putting laws through Parliament at the moment which will restrict our freedom of speech. And there won't be any more freedoms to have marches, peaceful marches. There won't be any more of those freedoms. They're making it illegal. And I won't be able to talk about what I'm talking about now. And just a reminder, if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Thank you. On YouTube or any other platform, it will all be illegal. And with the help of computers and films, etc., they can find out who the leaders are. And then they can get these leaders and put them in prison, like they do in some of these countries, such as North Korea and China. We're losing our freedom so quickly now. It's horrifying. I do find it horrifying. And when I'm on the bus, I see these people around me, these brainless people. I look into their eyes, they're brainless. And I want to tell them, wake up, see what's happening, you're losing your freedom, do something, say something, but they don't. And they wear their mask, and they've got this blank look in their eyes, especially if I say anything like that. These people believe what our leaders tell them. They never question anything. And I'm afraid, I reckon at least a third of the public is like that. I don't know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. We're going to lose more and more freedom, and I just don't know how we're going to stop it. But I'm 70. I haven't got long to go, and I've lived my life, and I've known what it's like to be free. I just feel sorry for all you young people. Everything's going to cost more, and you're not going to have the freedom to travel as I did in the past. And being forced to have these injections 3 or 4 times a year, goodness knows the side effect what it's going to have on you. As I mentioned in one of my other videos, the dogs having rabies injections in some countries, they're forced to have maybe the rabies injections once a year, I think. But that's too much. It starts to have a negative effect on their physical. And then you've got people like me who's taken enough pharmaceutical drugs, and it's causing problem with my liver. So the last thing I want is these drugs that they're going to give me now 3 or 4 times a year. That's really going to destroy my liver. Well, this must be one of the shortest videos I'm going to make, but I must tell you, I must let it out there to let you all know. I had herpes. I've had herpes many times, and it's come and gone. I just got fed up taking all these pills because my doctor told me that the pills are affecting my liver. So the more pills I can cut out, the better. And I was taking these herpes pills twice a day, 7 days a week. So I suddenly thought of tea oil. It comes from Australia. I think it comes from a tree, I'm not sure now. But it's a cure-all. They use it for all sorts of things, not internally, externally. It's supposed to cure spots and all sorts of things. But I thought maybe it can cure my herpes. Well, as you know, as the herpes gets more and more in your body, so to speak, it breaks out on the skin. It's only a small little breakage on the skin. It's either here or on your private parts. So what I did, I got the oil, the tea oil, and I rubbed it on. And I must have put it on my private parts about 4 times during the day. And I think I put it on for 2 or 3 days at the most. And it went. I was surprised it went. No pills. And then a week or so later, I felt it coming back again. But I didn't bother to put anything on it. But then it went again before it came full on back. And I haven't had any problems since. So I think it's killed it completely, this tea oil. It doesn't cost that much. They do it in cream and oil. I use both, in fact. Well, of course, using tea oil and herbs and spices and things like that, that's the original medicine that they used to use on people before modernity came in. And they did find they worked. For instance, there's I think it's Brazil, there's a jungle in Brazil where these people live, and if they get bitten by a snake, there's a certain leaf they eat, and by eating that leaf, the poison doesn't have any effect on them. It doesn't matter what snake bites them. How about that? And I wouldn't be surprised if it works with all poisons, such as not just snake bites, but spiders. Like that one we heard about just lately when I was making that movie, and that one of the fellows, he got bitten on the knee or something, or on the I can't remember where. But they were saying they might have to amputate. Maybe it was his hand. Yeah, his hand, I should imagine. I think they called it a wood spider. I'm not sure now, but it looked quite scary when I saw a picture of it. But I'm sure if they had that plant over there and he ate it, he probably would have been saved, because poison is poison at the end of the day, isn't it? But of course, that sort of poison, the the pharmaceutical companies don't make any money from it. The trouble is, those jungles which have that plant growing, they're being destroyed at this moment. So the plant is going to be destroyed completely off the face of the earth, I should imagine. Very sad.